Welcome back to another review of Life of Chesses for the Bold and Beautiful July 31st, 2025. First things first, let me know your thoughts on today's new episode down below. Not too much happened, y'all. So they saying, okay, how Brooke is allegedly going to fall into the water is the boat. Something's going to happen with the boat. It's going to be, I think they said a crash or something like that. And I was like, so the dude that was working on the boat, because they said that Red's supposed to be sabotaging Nick. So is all of this going to happen because of Ridge? Excuse me. Hey, how you doing today? So is all of this going to happen because of Ridge or what? But yeah, on today's new episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, I'm gonna give a quick summary right fast. Nick ends up telling Brooke to choose, and she chose Nick for right now, y'all. But yeah, on today's episode, Brooke was telling Ridge that she can't stay. It's too hard for her. He talking about so he need her there. And I said, I said, wait a minute. Taylor, you see? Oh, I about to say you see him. Of course you don't see him. But yeah, somebody said he need her there. I said, I told y'all, but y'all already knew if you've been watching the show how he do. Hold on. It's storming, y'all, so if it cut off, that's why. But yeah, he was like he need her there. She ends up telling him screw him or whatever, and she gonna run away with Nick. She gonna run off with Nick or whatever. I said, well, get the running. I said, well, get the running then. Eric ends up telling Nick that he's wasted his time with Brooke. It's a private event, get lost. Will and Lecture was just talking about Italy. Then they started talking about Luna and everything that happened. I said, why we need to keep hearing them say everything that happened? We saw it. We just saw it. We know what happened. I said, they be over here. It's bad enough that the commercials feel the episode. Now you want to sit up here and do flashbacks. We got to study, see the same thing. Michael did the right thing by not letting Willow see the kids because she's still not thinking straight. He didn't let us see it. I haven't even watched the episode yet. Hold on. I haven't even watched General Hospital yet. I'm running behind, y'all. But yeah, what else happened? Let me see. I already said Will and Lecture was talking about Italy and Luna. Sheila tries to get Lee to let her say goodbye to Luna, but she wouldn't. She ends up getting mad and she leaves. Sheila suspects something is up. Lee talks to Luna about her not having a chance because of her mom and stuff like that. But yeah, that was just a quick summary. So we're going to start with Brooke and Ridge. Brooke was telling Ridge that she can't stay. It's too hard for her. He over here trying to get her to stay and convince her that she belong there. Eric tells Nick it's a private event, wants to know what he's doing there and what he wants with Brooke. Electra and Will's talking about Italy, if they had a win. Will ends up saying how Electra should be representing Forrester. They was talking about that. Sheila ends up telling Lee that she just wants to say goodbye to her granddaughter and everything. Lee says she don't have time to be interrogated. She even left her food. I said, she giving it away. I said, if Sheila get to thinking about last time when she had Finn, she'll know. Hold on. But yeah, where I stop at? Lee said there's nothing Sheila can do for Luna now. Ridge said he need Brooke there. Brooke ends up telling him that she just gonna run away with Nick, and she told him screw him. Will said he should have been more protective of Electra because, the whole Luna situation. And that's, once again, I said, why they got to constantly give us a little recap? We know what happened. We know. I was like, I think they running out of ideas. But yeah, what else? Sheila was saying how she tried to tell Luna to stay away from Steffi or whatever because Lee said something to her. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she was just trying to get her off her back or whatever. Excuse me. Eric ends up telling Nick that he's wasting his time. Nick said, Nick called to y'all. Sorry for yelling. Nick told him, he said, I know you set all this up. You sit up here, you got Taylor and Ridge in your house. Meanwhile, you don't sit up here trying to put these two back together. I said, you right. He definitely is playing matchmaker. Well, yeah, what else? Let me see. Got Taylor living in his house, but trying to reunite Brooke and Ridge. Brooke said that Nick decisive or whatever. That's what she was saying about him. Sheila ends up telling Deacon Lee wouldn't answer her when she was asking about Luna. She said something weird. She knows something off. I said, when she get to thinking about back in the day, when she get to having no flashback, because y'all know they love flashbacks, she gonna put two and two together. She probably gonna be the first person to find out what she did. But let's see. Lee was talking to Luna, telling her to wake up. She was saying how there's no change with her or whatever. So that must be what people were saying when they said she's supposed to come back in September. That maybe she's gonna wake up in September. I don't know, y'all. What else? Let me see. She was just talking to Luna saying, basically she never had a chance because of her mom. And I said, okay. Like, I don't understand. Like, what the word are you talking about? She got released from jail and she did the same thing. What you talking about? But yeah, let me see. Eric tells Nick that Brooke and Ridge belong together or whatever. Deacon ends up reminding Sheila who Luna was because she told my son, it was another side to her. She was kind, she was this and she was that. I said, shoot. She was a murderer, or she is a murderer because she's still alive. Let me see. Nick ends up showing up because he's seen Ridge and Brooke standing up on the I'm assuming it's not a balcony. They was somewhere. Either way it go, I don't know what it's called. But yeah, he seen them. He ran over there and they was talking. Ridge ends up asking him what he doing there, tell him he don't belong. And he told Brooke, he was like, it's time for you to get off that roller coaster or whatever. She has to choose. So he stuck out his hand or whatever and she chose Nick. She chose Nick, but she gave Ridge that look, like, look, you can stop me at any time. I'm not far. You can stop me at any time. I don't really want to go with him, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, whatever. But yeah, that's all that happened. Nothing really happened on today's episode, y'all. But let me know your thoughts down below. I'm for the gear to watch General Hospital now. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time,